The FBI poring over new clues surrounding Jeffrey Epstein's apparent suicide behind bars. The security lapse now revealed. And the major documents released just hours before his death, naming Prince Andrew and high-profile politicians. Now the demand for answers from his accusers as the spotlight turns on this woman, one of Epstein's closest associates.
Also this morning, the panic at the mall. People running for their lives in Houston, fearing an active shooter after a masked man jumps on a table when he allegedly yells. The latest scare on the heels of those mass shootings and the search right now for the suspect.
Severe summer storms tearing through the plains. Now the Midwest and Northeast bracing for possible tornadoes and flash flooding as the South faces triple-digit temperatures. 13 states on alert.
Breaking overseas, one of the busiest airports in the world at a standstill as thousands of protesters swarm Hong Kong.
Caught on camera, a Tesla reportedly in autopilot mode going up in flames after crashing into a parked tow truck on the highway. A father and his children somehow escaping serious injury. The investigation underway.
Making a statement. Lori Loughlin's daughter sending a message about the college admission scandal with this post as her parents get set to return to court.
And triple-double threat. Simone Biles scoring her record 6th national championship, doing something no woman has ever done before. The move sending her right into the record books.
Live in Times Square, this is Good Morning America.
We do say Good Morning America, and you know what? It's like sticking the landing having David Muir here with us.
Yes, it is.
You know, all this week. How about Simone, though? How about Simone?
her? I thought my double today was impressive. And then she goes and does this triple-double. Did you see this over the weekend? Look at it. She made history. A weekend gold for the gold medal Olympian. And look at that move. Something no woman, no gymnast has ever done before.
But you did your double in the suit, which is even more impressive. Right. But she also took home her 6th all-around title, tying a record. Such an incredible, amazing achievement for her and for the whole team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So congratulations.
Absolutely. We're going to have more on that ahead. But first, we're going to begin with the questions growing this morning surrounding the death of accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. The FBI and Justice Department on the case, investigating his apparent suicide while he was in federal custody here in Manhattan. Our chief national affairs correspondent, Tom Yamas, is there outside the jail with new details. Good morning, Tom.
Robin, good morning to you. Sources at the Department of Justice tell us right now the focus of investigators is on the 24 hours leading up to Epstein's suicide. That Attorney General William Barr wants to be updated every 3 hours on any developments, and that there are numerous agents now working this case. This morning, ABC News is learning new details about the security breakdown surrounding accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein's apparent suicide inside of a Manhattan jail cell. His death by hanging now being investigated by the FBI and the Inspector General. A source telling ABC News the Metropolitan Correctional Center has been understaffed, leading to low morale among guards. Another source tells us that the 2 guards in the special housing unit where Epstein was being held were both on overtime, one of the guards on his 5th overtime shift of the week. And that those guards were supposed to check on Epstein every 30 minutes, but did not in the hours before he was discovered Saturday morning. Attorney Bruce Barkett represents Epstein's former cellmate, who roomed with him around 3 weeks ago when Epstein was found unresponsive with marks on his neck. At the time, Epstein was put on suicide watch, but only for 6 days.
One has to wonder how it is that this man who just tried to take his own life by hanging himself a few weeks ago was in a position to successfully hang himself.
Epstein's death coming less than 24 hours after 2,000 pages of new court documents, including depositions and police reports, were made public.
You're screaming on the inside and you don't know how to let it come out. All you do is obey. That's it.
In those unsealed documents, Virginia Roberts Gouffre's 2015 defamation suit against Ghislaine Maxwell, a British socialite and longtime Epstein associate who Epstein's accusers have described as his madam. In deposition testimony, Gouffre says that Maxwell recruited her to be a teenage sex slave to Epstein, and that Epstein directed her to have sex with powerful men, including former New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson, former Maine Senator George Mitchell, and Prince Andrew. All of the men have denied those allegations.
give Jeffrey what he wants. A lot of this training came from Ghislaine herself.
Maxwell has consistently denied the allegations and so far has not been charged. But prosecutors pledging to take down anyone who conspired with Epstein to commit his years of alleged sexual assault on underage girls. And Epstein still able to torment some of his accusers, even in death.
I really wanted justice. I really wanted him to take up for what he did and to be put in jail or prison and have to sit there and think about what it is he exactly did to so many people.
Now, following Epstein's suicide, President Trump retweeted 2 conspiracy theories that were completely baseless, suggesting Bill Clinton was somehow behind the suicide because he had a past association with Epstein. Again, no proof, completely baseless. We should also mention that President Trump himself had a past relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Both presidents say they knew nothing about these terrible crimes. David?
All right, Tom Yamas, who's been covering this all weekend long. Tom, thanks. Let's bring in our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams, with us here this morning. And Dan, we know the Department of Justice, as Tom just reported, looking into this. They're getting updates every 3 hours or so. But what do you make of what could happen now for somebody in the jail or administrators inside the jail because of this?
Heads are going to roll in one way or another. The question is just going to be, is it going to be administrative? Is it going to be people getting fired? Or are there going to be charges? And for there to be criminal charges, you're going to need intentional acts. Not just negligence, not just they should have done something more, but it's going to have to have been literally a bribe or a payoff or someone instructing someone to do something else. So something intentional for there to be criminal charges.
But, you know, people really scratching their heads this weekend when they heard this headline, because this is a guy who tried to kill himself a couple of weeks ago. He's supposed to be on suicide watch. So how does this happen?
In a place where it should never happen, right? I mean, that's the point. It should never happen in this particular jail. So there are going to be questions. The problem is there is no evidence at this point to support any of the theories about some very well-connected person ordering Epstein to be killed. And so, you know, that puts you back to the more likely scenarios, which is some combination of, you know, negligence with good luck on the part of Epstein. Now, is it possible that he engaged in some activity? Did he pay someone off? We'll see. There's, again, nothing to indicate that happened. But if it wasn't just negligence, unfortunately, for a lot of people who want answers, that may be the next most likely answer.
In the meantime, everyone's got a theory on what really happened. Yeah. What about the prosecution? They say the prosecution continues. Prosecutors will move forward on this. And his associates, who Tom reported on there, they shouldn't be breathing a sigh of relief yet.
No, absolutely not. I mean, the Southern District of New York has made it clear they're continuing to investigate a conspiracy. Number 2, there were employees mentioned in the Epstein indictment. There were 3 employees mentioned there. They can all be investigated. Then you also have the possibility of civil lawsuits as well. So I don't think anyone's breathing a sigh of relief, in particular because people want accountability. And if Epstein's not around to get it, then someone else may have to
find somebody else. All right, Dan Abrams, great to have you this morning. Thanks, Dan. Robin, Michael?
All right, thank you, David. Now to that scare at a mall in Houston, sending panicked crowds running into the streets. People are especially on edge in the wake of those mass shootings last week. And Lindsay Davis is here with more. And Lindsay, police are searching for the suspect who caused this.
That's right. They certainly are. Good morning to you, Michael. Houston police say this time the suspect has not been located, but they have numerous witnesses and are continuing to investigate. They are treating this as a terroristic threat and desperately want to find the person behind this pandemonium.
They're shooting! Go! Mass panic at a busy Houston mall. Shoppers sprinting into oncoming traffic.
Oh my God.
Trying to escape what they believed was an active shooter, but in reality, just the latest example of a nation on edge. Police say it all started when a masked man jumped onto a table at the food court, threatening to take his own life, then dropped an unidentified object on the ground, causing mass panic. The stampede caused 2 minor injuries. Authorities are now searching for the suspect and labeling the incident as a terrorist threat. After back-to-back mass shootings, communities around the country are restless. Last week in Times Square, a loud popping sound caused hundreds to flee the area. In reality, it was a motorcycle backfiring.
And it was like pretty much a stampede of people just sprinting as fast as they could.
The FBI is also on high alert with concerns of copycat attacks. Domestic violence extremists inspired by the recent mass shootings in El Paso and Dayton committing their own acts of terror. Late last week, this 20-year-old was arrested at this Missouri Walmart after entering the store carrying a loaded military-style rifle and wearing body armor, sparking mayhem. Police say he wanted to test the boundaries of his Second Amendment rights.
Police say a 16-year-old boy and his mother both suffered minor injuries in that mall scare. The mother was reportedly stepped on several times on her back as she was trying to help her son. Authorities say the suspect is described as a white male in his teens or early 20s.
Just creates a dangerous situation all the way around.
For sure. So many people just being nervous when they hear this noise. At first they thought it was gunfire, then they thought it was fireworks. Really scary.
A lot of people on edge.
Yep.
All right, both. Now we have a new severe weather threat. The Midwest to Northeast bracing for possible twisters and flash flooding, while the South faces triple-digit heat. Ginger, of course, tracking the latest for us. Good morning, Ginger.
Good morning, Robin. There were 10 reported tornadoes, more than 180 severe storm reports just over the weekend. This is the plains of Colorado. You can see debris flying there. The funnel doesn't appear in this image to be touching the ground, but there was plenty of damage to be talked about. And I do think that today, between that and flash flooding like they had in Little Rock, Arkansas, that was just up to almost 4 inches. I think we're going to end up seeing it again today. We're already seeing what we call an MCS move across. So Iowa, northern Illinois, I want you to watch today. Even central Illinois, there Peoria to Davenport included in the severe storms forecast. But it's not just today. Throughout the day tomorrow, from Pennsylvania right through Maryland and Virginia, New Jersey, all have to watch for damaging wind and even an isolated tornado, Michael.
All right, got to be careful out there, Ginger. Thank you so much. And now to the capture of that Tennessee inmate who's been on the run for days, escaping prison on a tractor. He was finally taken into custody after a couple spotted him on their surveillance camera. ABC's Victor Okendo has the very latest.
This is the chilling video from a Ring surveillance camera that helped lead to the capture of convicted kidnapper and accused murderer Curtis Ray Watson, who'd been on the run for 5 days.
We were awakened by the alarm on the Ring doorbell, saying that someone was in our backyard.
Early Sunday morning, homeowners spotting Watson wearing camouflage, rummaging through an outdoor refrigerator, the first confirmed sighting since his Wednesday escape.
She said, that's him, that's him. I prepared for if he tried to come inside, and then we called 911.
Watson still looking very much like his mugshot.
Middle of the night, you look at some person that's standing outside in your refrigerator, 2-3 feet from my entrance to that. Yeah, I was frightened.
He'd been serving a 15-year term for kidnapping his then wife. He was out on lawn mowing duty last Wednesday morning. That's when authorities say he entered the nearby home of Corrections Administrator Deborah Johnson, where he allegedly sexually assaulted and killed her.
Officers spotted Watson coming out of a soybean field. Watson surrendered without incident, hands up, went to his knees, and gave up immediately.
Now Curtis Watson could face the death penalty. Deborah Johnson's family was preparing for her funeral when they heard the news that he'd been captured. They say they're thankful, but still have so many questions. David?
All right, Victor, our thanks to you this morning as well. And now to the growing mystery this morning. U.S. intelligence trying to figure out what really happened off the coast of Russia last week. We reported on that massive and deadly blast that released radiation. Now it's believed U.S. officials are looking into whether a new nuclear missile was connected somehow to this nuclear accident that killed more than a half dozen Russians, including scientists. Let's get to our senior foreign correspondent, Ian Panel, this morning. You know, Ian, the Russians have been secretive. They've said very little about this.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, David. Growing fears of a small nuclear explosion in Russia that killed 7, potentially involving a top-secret missile program. The explosion happened at a missile test site just off the northern coast of Russia on Thursday. The government initially saying there'd been no change in radiation levels, but local officials now saying levels had briefly spiked. Residents nearby reportedly stocking up on iodine, which is used to reduce the effects of radiation. Officials saying that a small reactor had exploded during an experiment, but Russian officials remaining tight-lipped about exactly what was being tested. American and European scientists are reported to suspect that this was part of a program to develop a new nuclear-powered missile that Russian President Putin has claimed is able to reach anywhere in the world. Russia, of course, has a history of secrecy over accidents, the worst being at Chernobyl in 1986. David?
All right, Ian, our thanks to you. Robin?
And David, now to an attack at a mosque in Norway being investigated as an act of terror. A gunman opening fire, leaving 1 person injured before the shooter was taken down. Now officials say the suspect may have been motivated by extremist anti-immigrant views. James Longman has the latest for us. Good morning, James.
Good morning, Robin. Yeah, that shooting at a Norway mosque is now being investigated as an attempted terror attack. A gunman opened fire Saturday afternoon inside the Al Noor Islamic Center, which is just outside the capital, Oslo. He was brought down by a worshipper. Mohammed Rafiq managed to overpower the attacker, sustaining injuries in the process. He's a very brave man indeed. Now, police described the suspect as a white Norwegian citizen, 21 years old, and he's now in custody. The investigation has so far uncovered he expressed extreme right-wing views and hostile attitudes towards immigrants. And after the shooting, when authorities visited his home, they found his 17-year-old stepsister dead. Police are also charging him with her murder. David?
James Longman with us live this morning. James, thank you. And now to those massive protests in Hong Kong, bringing one of the busiest airports in the world to a standstill this morning. Outbound flights canceled for the rest of the day after thousands of pro-democracy demonstrators right there swarming the main terminal. This comes after a weekend of violent clashes. Hong Kong police are defending their use of force, including using tear gas inside a train station and firing pepper spray pellets at close range. Obviously, wow, look at these images. Extremely tense situation. We'll follow it throughout the day here.
Absolutely intense for sure, David. Now to that history-making performance from Simone Biles, the gold medal Olympian, stunning fans overnight, winning her 6th national title and breaking records along the way. TJ Holmes is here breaking records as well.
All right, look, it would be offensive for me to talk about her as the greatest gymnast in the world. This is only the greatest athlete category we're talking about with this young lady. It's not just because she wins, it's not because she dominates, it's because she does things like we're about to show you, things we have never seen in gymnastics before. Woo! A weekend of history on top of history for Simone Biles.
Just keep making history, Simone Biles.
Completing not one, but two nearly impossible and never before done moves. The first, this double-double dismount from the balance beam, becoming the first gymnast ever to stick a 2-flip, 2-twist dismount.
Here it comes, 2 flips, 2 twists, never been done in competition. And you see that smile?
And then Sunday, a triple twisting double somersault known as the triple-double. She launched so high that she vaulted higher than the cameras. No other woman has ever done that in competition. Few men will even try the move.
I was ecstatic. I couldn't have been happier.
And Biles now takes home her 6th national title, the first woman in nearly 70 years to win that many all-around titles.
Simone's got enough gold medals at home. Someone give this girl a crown.
Since 2013, in every competition she's entered, she's won the all-around. She has not lost in 20 competitions. Only time she's actually lost was when she came in 4th on Dancing with the Stars, and she was mad. She was mad about that. She's a competitor, is what I'm saying. She was mad even about that.
You had to go there. I love how she jumped higher than the cameras. They couldn't even keep up with her over the weekend.
Unreal.
So good. That would never happen here.
See how she's proving to herself. I had to bring up Dancing with the Stars. That was cold. That was cold. Hey, we're following a lot of other stories this morning. Take a look at this video. A Tesla exploding into flames after crashing into a truck on the highway, reportedly while in autopilot. Thankfully, nobody was killed, but there were serious injuries. The investigation is ongoing right now.
And also this morning, Robin, Lori Loughlin's daughter, Olivia Jade, breaking her silence about that college admission scandal. She's sending a message of her own. We're going to get to that as well. But Ginger, you've got some really hot weather here.
I do. I'm still mad about getting 3rd, by the way. On Dancing with the Stars. Excessive heat warnings in place. It is the 6th day for Dallas to be right around 100. All right, your local weather in 30 seconds. First, the Select Cities, sponsored by Flonase. I'm not mad.
You wouldn't accept an incomplete job from anyone else. Why accept it from your allergy pills? Most pills don't finish the job because they don't relieve nasal congestion. Flonase Sensimist is different. It relieves all your worst symptoms, including nasal congestion, which most pills don't. It's more complete allergy relief, and all from a gentle mist you can barely feel. Flonase Sensimist helps block 6 key inflammatory substances. Most pills only block 1, and 6 is greater than 1. Flonase Sensimist.
Feeling great out the door this morning. This is going to be the coolest morning of the week, so get out and enjoy. Temperatures in the 60s, climbing into the mid-70s by 9 o'clock, 83 by 11 with partly cloudy skies. And again, a little bit more humidity. Our high temperature today, 92 degrees. So we will feel a little bit more humidity, but it will be dry and a nice breeze out of the south. But tomorrow, have the umbrella. We're on weather alert for the afternoon and evening. Strong thunderstorms likely. Could be a little stormy Wednesday afternoon, but looking dry late week and into next weekend.
Hey,
Need a laptop that boots up as fast as 6 seconds when you're running late? It's switching time. Or how about a battery that lasts up to 12 hours? Or